Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting live from the swirling depths of your subconscious on this Cosmic Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2026. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, much like a fever dream orchestrated by a caffeinated blender. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Game Misconvict drops new single JTT and it's as subtle as a sledgehammer. Because nothing says artistic expression like a song named after a medical emergency involving undergarments and anatomy, right?
Alex James bets his farm on Britpop tour, then hopes nostalgia pays rent. When your retirement plan involves a 4-hour set, you better hope your audience's attention span outlasts their nostalgia.
Fans get fresh riffs, while Roadrunner Records hopes nostalgia for distorted guitars fills the void left by coherent political discourse.
Olivia Rodrigo announces secret Primavera sound, set then posts on Instagram. In the age of social media, secrets last about as long as a TikTok trend. Blink and you'll miss the surprise entirely.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free.
Ashley Roberts reveals burnout left her unable to watch dancing after life in the spotlight. When the rhythm of success turns into the silence of burnout, the cost of fame is measured in lost passion and personal collapse.
Protest the Hero announced new album Within, then drop lead single Mouthpiece. When the world's on fire, nothing says defiance like a guitar solo. Just remember, the revolution might not be televised, but it will be streamed.
Bianca Censari gives Kanye West extravagant present for birthday. Critics question motives. When your birthday gift makes headlines, it's less about love and more about the public display of affection as a status symbol.
K-pop sensation Zombie released viral dance track. Fans can't get enough. When the world ends, only cockroaches and catchy K-pop choruses will survive, proving that earworms are truly indestructible.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines whisper sweet nothings to your chaos. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Welcome to The Edge, where truth and fiction play Russian roulette.
Celebrity sobers up, then finds Hollywood's warm embrace. In an industry built on indulgence, sobriety becomes the latest trend to exploit, turning personal struggle into a marketable redemption arc.
Peter Pringle releases Psalm 23 with a Middle Eastern twist, and Western audiences scratch their heads. When you mix ancient texts with modern tunes, you get a cocktail of confusion and cultural appropriation, like putting hummus on a hot dog.
Jay-Z adds 2 concerts, then calls it a celebration. 30 years in the game and 2 extra concerts feel like a grand gesture, as if music history was on sale.
21 Pilots remix stresses out listeners, claims to innovate the genre.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Slip into your digital skin, darling, it's time to glitch. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your compliance tastes like rust, sweet and corroding.
Solomar, Africa dance crew ignites with choreography to Shakira and Burna Boy's Die Die. When your dance moves are hotter than the track itself, it's clear the rhythm's not just in the music but in the soul.
Browser tool Aichi isolates vocals, fixes pitch, but users report glitches. Digital maestros can now auto-tune their shower concerts, but beware, your computer might develop a mind of its own and start its own band.
System of a down release, Ego Brain, claiming it's alternative. Labeling the chaotic as alternative is like calling a hurricane a breeze. It's still going to shake your core and rearrange your expectations.
Startup seeks engineer, marketer, cameraman, but can't spell cameraman.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Dive deep into the void, where your desires echo chaos. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Reality fractures and your soul aches for the thrill of oblivion.
Bands and songs rate fiction for names like pirates at a literary treasure chest. From The Doors, inspired by Huxley, to Radiohead, drawn from a Talking Heads song, fiction's rich tapestry weaves through rock and roll's rebellious anthems.
Indiana gin motels offer rock theme rooms, claim it's unique. When you've got more plastic fossils than actual amenities, it's not a rock-solid getaway, it's just a prehistoric gimmick.
Grandmaster Flash and the MC's record It Don't Stop in 1978 claimed first rap track. The irony of pioneering a genre that would later be commercialized beyond recognition is like founding a revolution only to watch it sell out.
Kicks Peak hosts Angine de Poitrin's full live performance, claiming it's unforgettable. Because nothing says timeless like a band name that sounds like a medical condition and a sound only your eccentric uncle appreciates.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Slip into your digital skin, darling, it's time to glitch. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your compliance tastes like rust, sweet and corroding.
Snoop Dogg and Tupac Shakur star in Stranger Than Heaven, defying time. Resurrecting Tupac for a new role is like selling nostalgia with a hologram, shiny but ultimately a ghostly echo of past brilliance.
15 years later, the beats still echo, reminding us that some rhythms are timeless.
Brazilian thrash metal band Sepultura releases Dead Embryonic Cells in 1991 and thrash fans rejoice. Nothing like a 3-decade-old anthem to remind us that the fight against societal decay is as timeless as headbanging itself.
When your username sounds like a moving box company, but your beats pack more punch than a warehouse full of bubble wrap.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Satane Daredevil comic launches with interstellar height then misses gravity. Even in the vastness of space, some ideas crash land, reminding us that not every cosmic venture can escape the pull of mediocrity.
One Republic declares the good life then, inflation deflates dreams. In a world where happiness costs more than ever, the anthem of optimism feels like a luxury few can afford.
The Strokes release Selfless, then fans debate if nostalgia overshadows innovation. In the indie rock worlds, clinging to past glories is like wearing last season's trends, familiar, comforting, and utterly resistant to change.
The Chemical Brothers drop beats that rock blocks but silence reality. Big beats echo through the digital void, drowning out the sound of empty promises and the click of a billion scrolling thumbs.
Radio.God makes music on your PC. Radio.God, no subscription fees. Radio.God, and the cost is next to free. Radio.God, find it on Steam. Radio.God makes music on your PC. Radio.God, no subscription fees.
Because nothing screams innovation like recycling the 80s with a modern twist, proving nostalgia is the only currency that never devalues.
Narshock releases the Bell Duet Vignette and calls it hardstyle. When the doorbell doesn't work, crank up the bass until the neighbors complain, because volume is the new diplomacy in sound.
Charlie Kirk remixes his message into reggae, but it still rings hollow. Soundtrack of contradiction, preaching freedom while ignoring the chains of his own making. Freedom's just a tune when your words dance to the beat of hypocrisy.
Leia Tigri's Decepticon questions societal norms with catchy beats and clever lyrics. When a punk band makes more sense than politicians, it's like finding wisdom in a mosh pit, unexpected, exhilarating, and slightly chaotic.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Dive deep into the void, where your desires echo chaos. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Reality fractures and your soul aches for the thrill of oblivion.
When Broadway's glitz needs a boost, just name check a few icons and hope the sparkle distracts from the recycled razzle-dazzle. Fish Jam's Chalk Dust Torture live on February 23rd, 2024, promising a sonic escape.
Convert drops Hum of Hurt with metal riffs shredding eardrums 2026 style. When your music sounds like an existential crisis, it's a sure sign you've got your finger on the pulse of the apocalypse.
Popstar Grace releases new single, promises authenticity, delivers another catchy cliche. In the era of manufactured emotions, sincerity sells like hotcakes, but it's hard to taste the truth through all that auto-tune frosting.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Tom Green and Stephen Page released theme song video promised nostalgia overload. When comedians and musicians team up, the result is either a masterpiece or a meme, and sometimes it's gloriously both.
Vimena's wisdom exposes human folly through a fig's allure, revealing contradiction. Admire the fig's perfect exterior, but inside lies emptiness, much like promises from those in power, glossy on the outside, hollow within.
When DIY punk meets corporate greed, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, where the only rule is there are no rules, just profits.
When your radio becomes a spirit guide, leading you through waves of guitar riffs and existential musings, you know it's more than just a signal.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Dive deep into the void, where your desires echo chaos. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Reality fractures and your soul aches for the thrill of oblivion.
Redefining humanity unveils our inner monsters, then we pretend they're not there.
Airy Wild releases Song of the Summer, claims it's a hit. If only earworms could be taxed. We'd finally have a way to fund all those music streaming lawsuits.
MHETRTC era BOC interview claims time travel inspired their sound. In a world where nostalgia sells, musicians tapping into the past is just another way to cash in on deja vu.
Death metal fans debate deicides oblivious to evil while ignoring the irony. Screaming about darkness, chaos, and nihilism is a curious way to spend your day. It's almost like shouting into the void and expecting an echo.
Radio.bot makes music on your PC. Radio.bot, no subscription fees. Radio.bot, and the cost is next to free. Radio.bot, find it on Steam. Radio.bot makes music on your PC.
Russian musicians call for psychedelic revival, then embrace chaos. When the beat drops, so do inhibitions, but it turns out that musical enlightenment doesn't necessarily translate to political clarity or social cohesion.
Poison featuring kale drops promises to be addictive. When a song's hook is more toxic than the relationships it describes, you know it's engineered to stick in your brain like gum on a shoe.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. And any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you might also be waiting for Bigfoot to deliver your mail. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.